did you know that I have not played an actual game as France since 2017? That's real. Put the picture up. It's right there. See, look at that. 2017. And it wasn't even Iron Man. May or may not have none of the French achievements still, after having 4,500 hours in the game. But none of that matters, okay? Because today, we're gonna go for Big Blue Blob. And I did not make a strategy for this. I decided today that I was going to do something, and I wasn't sure what that was gonna be until maybe 10 minutes ago. You know, the funniest part about that is that it kind of means I haven't done this one yet. I wasn't exactly sure how to break that news, but, you know, that's a thing. Anyways, that part aside, Big Blue Blob, it's pretty easy nowadays. Back in the day, it used to be like this somewhat mythical achievement of great importance and difficulty. And then they added more provinces to Ireland and Britain. And then they added more provinces to France. And then they reduced the war score cost and aggressive expansion of all the provinces. So it's made quite a lot easier these days. So today, instead of just getting Big Blue Blob, I'm gonna try my best to kind of speedrun it. The best speedruns are going to be the ones where you get really lucky with the Burgundy RNG. For instance, having Burgundy rival you is really not going to be very helpful for that. Best case scenarios, they don't rival you at all, and then you get the personal union, and then you get the inheritance before 1500, which isn't super likely, but it can still happen. Anyway, let's do the regular way of getting this achievement. Of course, first of all, we're going to see some land, and then we're going to take a couple of primacies, one for the nobility and one for religious state. Actually, let's grab this one as well, why not? Then the nobility integration policy, so I can integrate my subjects, which will help me a little bit with the province count. Then, of course, religious diplomats for the aggressive expansion we'll be getting, and the church sanctuaries. Then finally, all the rest of the stuff we need to make the burghers happy. Of course, I can't also forget to grab supremacy of the crown. That's pretty important. I will go ahead and grab the spy network in England. Let's ally up with Castile, who for some reason hasn't rivaled me, but you know what, okay. And we're gonna do the classic, just declare war on England as soon as possible. Let's go ahead and rival England, as well as maybe Denmark. Yeah, sure, that seems fine. And Burgundy. Now, a second decent ally could be Scotland. I'm not so sure about that. In fact, I think I'm going to revoke my guarantee with Scotland. And we're ready for war. The English will take their sweet time to arrive. And unless the Portuguese have much to say about it, we should be fine. Here's our first tough battle. I think we'll be fine, though. Our subjects are coming in to rescue the day. Okay, there goes one of the forts we need to siege. Let's also siege that one down, just for good measure. Oh, baby, that's the French military at work. Oh, that's so disgusting. Kind of weird considering I actually don't have any military buffs at all, but... Okay, that's the end of Navarra. What am I going to do with them? Probably not much, to be honest. Even a vassalization wouldn't be worth that much. How about I, break a couple of alliances for some prestige. I'll take war reps for prestige, a bit of money, and I mean, that's kind of it. The last jousting tournament's one of the best things you can get early game. Believe me, we are going to be using that. Now, Portugal, I don't really want to take that much land. I'm kind of here more for the money so I can continue to invade people. So just remove your alliances with Castile and England, money, war reps. Taking this province will allow me to get claims on like 5 others, and that's cool. So if I'm ever really short on land, I can just come back in a few years and take the rest from Portugal. That's probably fine. I'll even give him a bit of autonomy because I'm just, you know, such a nice guy. I did take the next Miltech, which should shift the relative strength of alliances, and yeah, it looks like that's just enough. Okay, so of course I'm gonna take this stuff over here, all of my cores, that is, plus Pale, because that'll allow me to start on conquering Ireland. I'm gonna need all these provinces, of course, and I might come back for Calais at some point. It's not super necessary, but I could maybe see it happening. Anyway, I'll take a couple of ducats, and that'll be enough for me. Thank you very much. What do you know? That's the achievement, huh? Alright, now I can go ahead and grab a couple of claims in Ireland that I've been building up. I've reconquered both Normandy and Gascony. I'll get a couple of permanent claims. That sounds good to me, as well as this, which removes all of the Normandy cores, plus I get more crown land. Sounds good. Who the hell are you? I mean, sure, whatever, I guess. I don't know. Oh yeah, I guess we did end the 100 Years' War. I mean, sort of. Again, I've never really done the whole French mission tree. I don't really know what any of this stuff does. A free stability and 50 admin. Okay, yep, that's pretty decent. I'll take that. Alright, let's start another war. I'm hoping we can start by taking around half of Ireland and then the other half right afterwards. There's only really one big issue with that, and that is Scotland allying a couple of these guys. And then England has gone ahead and allied this dude, which might actually be really useful. The truce with England is about, what is that, 12 years? Yeah. So we might have the chance to make that shorter. It depends. You know, I just sort of realized that Britain alone would be more than half of the requirements for this achievement. That's not actually that bad. That's pretty easy, actually. Wouldn't it be really funny if, like, after I talk this achievement up as if it's, like, the easiest thing ever now, and then I just, like, don't get the achievement? That would be hilarious. Now, I also have a CB against this guy, so let me just invade him too. And I need to quickly secure one with, I don't know, how about Tyrone? And maybe Tyrconnell as well. Well, that was much easier than I thought it would be. Yoink. Can't believe I'm sitting here and not at war. What is this? I thought this was supposed to be a speed run. Okay, Alan Saul, what could you possibly help me with? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say probably nothing. Oh, thank you. That's very nice of them. That'll help fuel my conquests of Ireland. And Scotland, incidentally. Now, I could use a few extra men. Wait, do I have any professionalism? Not really. Okay. Mercs it is. Sorry, what did I just read? Savoy inherited Montferrat. That has to be one of the rarest things I've ever seen. Just straight up inherit the entire country. No PU, just boom. They own that now. Boy, what I would give to understand personal unions. Okay, so I just had a new idea. I think I actually will go and annex a couple of my vassals. Maybe like 1 or 2. They take up a lot of slots, you know? Oh, come on. Castile guaranteed them. Dude, I wish there were a way to prevent that. Oh, that sucks. I was thinking about going back and invading them, just checking the truce, and then, yeah. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we can't take all of Scotland. That sucks. I mean, maybe I could do this? Would I inherit a subject? I think so, right? It might not be like a great inheritance or anything, but it's something. Before I do that, though, let's see if I can try and be better friends with some of the stronger European powers. That's a bit of an issue. That's the nobility at 100 influence. That's not good. Oh, that's really not good. Okay, you know what that means? It means we have 1 month between finishing this war and starting the next one. We cannot let a month tick by. So in this month that I have, I'm going to take all these provinces from Scotland, which will allow me to, I think, take over his vassal. Again, not entirely sure about that, but doesn't really matter. Gonna do it anyway. Let's go ahead and core all of that. Nice and easy. I'll also go and start the integration with one of my subjects, which I can't do because it hasn't been 10 years into the game. Bad things happen if I allow this to start. And I don't really have much of a choice, so let's turn these forts up, and let's declare a war. Can I ally anybody right now? Doesn't look like it. Historical rival? What? Oh, you must be joking. Oh, you know what I messed up on? Ormond just joined the coalition, which means any of these countries can also join the coalition and make my life just a little bit harder. Now, you may have noticed that I actually went ahead and built more heavies, 6 more in fact, to try and contest England's fleet. Hopefully it'll be enough, but you know, it is England, who really knows, right? At the very least, I don't think they have their doctrine yet. Okay, you know what? I think I actually will increase this autonomy. I'm willing to bet on the resources we have right now that we're not going to need Ireland at all. So that's okay. Ireland just has too many different kinds of separatists in them. There's like 1 for every province, and that's kind of annoying. So instead, for Scotland, there's really like 2, Gaelic and Scottish, and that's pretty much it. So I don't mind as much over here. I played around a little bit too much. Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. That does cause a few more issues, though. Being excommunicated makes everybody like me a whole lot less. I could decide to abdicate. That would fix that, right? Oh yeah, I did forget about the option to buy an indulgence. Right. Yeah, it's a little bit expensive, but I mean, it doesn't really weigh more than 1 loan. It's not really that bad. It would solve a couple of the issues. I mean, it's probably a good idea. It sounds really good, but I probably won't do it. It's just too much aggressive expansion, you know? Not really worth it. Maybe maybe if I were doing a real playthrough. Alright, now I think it's pretty obvious at this point, the only course of action we have is to curtail the noble privileges. This extra influence isn't really going to disappear anytime soon, so not much I can do about that, just gonna have to fix it a little. Even then, it doesn't even fix the entire thing, because of course not, right? Now, England, the whole invading your country thing, that was actually just a prank, you know, just a little joke. You see, I don't actually want that much. I'm just looking to burn down your country and loot a bit of the money. And as a happy little coincidence, I suppose I could also take maybe like a fort or something. Why not, right? Yeah, let me also destroy that navy real quick. Thank you. I'll be back, but honestly, probably not anytime soon. I have a little bit too much aggressive expansion with the rest of mainland Europe right now, so I might start paying a little more attention towards Scandinavia. Burgundy declared war on England. Oh, that's a good one. Speaking of Burgundy, I hope this guy dies soon. They're going to go with Austria for sure, but we might be able to ask Austria if, you know, we're nice enough with them to hand over a couple of the provinces over here. That would be cool, or, you know, we could even fight them, maybe. Don't know if I'd want to do that, considering, you know, the alliances, but we could try, maybe. Anyways, it seems we are just about halfway through the achievement. If I integrated all of my subjects, we'd have an extra 15 provinces, so it's good to keep that in mind. Maybe towards the end of the achievement, I can just integrate subjects to finish that off. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get the claim on Norway right now, because I'm going to be reaching across Scandinavia. But before I declare, I kind of want to finish this mission for the clergy, because they're going to give me 50 admin for that. And, I mean, we got time to spare. Now I can annex one of my vassals. This should take us roughly 3 years. Now, I don't have a whole lot of money, but if I'm going to spend anything regularly, it's probably going to be on increasing all of the state maintenance by turning on all these edicts. So my max manpower is only outclassed by the Emperor, which of course gets a couple of bonuses from being the Emperor. There we go. Now we have a little bit of Renaissance spreading. We could embrace that right now, but there isn't really that much of a point. Yeah, how about I wait a couple of years first? Okay, we're just about ready for war now. So let's declare for this province over here. Super easy to grab, and then, well, the landing in Scandinavia part is going to be a little bit harder. But fortunately, Sweden does not really like Denmark at all, so they're probably not going to help them. Alright, that's one annexation. And they're in Paris. Okay, I mean, that's sort of fine. I can call someone into this war. Provence? I mean, yeah, I mean, it's free troops, why not, right? Now, that's inland sea. Do I want to fight that? I mean, I'd probably still win. Yeah. Now, we don't have cannons yet, but we do have cannons on boats, somehow. So we're gonna use those cannons to naval barrage stuff, because I kind of want to speed this up. Alright, lads, you guys are gonna go up into here. Oh yeah, do I need to occupy anything in Sweden? I don't think so. Okay. I'm no longer kidding. Hand over the siege, please. Alright. I basically have one shot to pick up something from this. I'm probably gonna go for Holy War. I don't care about integrating the subjects easier or faster, it doesn't matter. Are we done? Oh, we're done, finally. Okay, maybe I can ask for more money. Alright, now we're done. Alright, that is an 18 province peace deal. I don't think it gets any better than this. I tried to take the lowest war score province as possible, while still having my border over here, and I think this is it. This is the peak peace deal. Now that coincidentally does put me over my governing cap. That's pretty bad, so let's see if I can give a couple of land rights away. Now I have to prepare for the next war, which I should have been getting a claim for either way, but you know what, sometimes you just kind of forget. Ooh, Sweden declared war upon Denmark for independence. Give it like 15 years, that could actually be really useful. Or actually it could suck, it depends. Ooh, is that man? For free? Well, I mean, if they're offering... While we're at it, let's just take out Novgorod too. Okay, pretty close to capping on mill power. Now just give me one more month. I'll debase just a little bit for the money I need to embrace the institution. And I'll take that, and I'll take that too. Not that we can really use it for much, except of course I'm gonna pick up quantity because, I mean, why not, right? And I should definitely be getting my claims very soon on Muscovy, because this war isn't gonna last very long, and Muscovy is still on Tech 4 while I am on Tech 6, so I need to make sure I get this done quickly. Alright, we've landed in the Isles. That should be a nice and easy siege, and the coalition is starting to dissolve, which is nice. That means I can finish up Ormond here, just as soon as I'm done with Man. I'll just take all of this anyway. Now, here's the funny part. I actually can't, like, core any of this. My coring range is really only, right here so far, so I'm gonna have to core this in order to core this, and maybe a couple other coastal things. And then probably after I core Kola, maybe that's when I can core this stuff. maybe I didn't think that far ahead. Alright, Norwegian separatists, I can't really afford to deal with you right now. Besides, I don't really care about this land. It is purposefully some of the worst land I could have possibly taken. Didn't expect that one, but you know what, I'll take that. Now, the next target is Muscovy. This should be a fun one. Oh, looks like Muscovy actually is stupid enough to walk on this fort after I scorched it. Apparently I still have some rebels that can rise up. Okay, so Orkney, same thing. So I currently have somewhere like 82 provinces right now. So if I can take 18 provinces, I will be done. The actual achievement, all I have to do is core it. Boy, am I broke. Alright, let's unbrokify myself. Inflation doesn't matter, don't worry about that. But I'm gonna go ahead and repay these 1% loans, and then I'm going to take out the 1% loans again, and I'll use those to pay off some of the really bad ones that I don't want, like these 4% ones. Those are pretty cringe. Okay, I am a little bit curious. I might do something a little bit stupid. In the name of science. Okay, that only costed me like about 2,500 men. That's actually not that bad at all. It occurs to me I may have bitten off a little bit more than I can chew. I'm going to have to fix all these occupations because then I can't core anything. King died, it looks like. New heir, kind of mid, but the king's pretty old, so I probably shouldn't get rid of them. I want to take stuff that borders my current land that still needs to be cored. And maybe this? Yeah, maybe. And then if I integrate my subjects, that should probably be enough, and at worst, I could probably just, like, invade Brittany or something, I don't know. But I'm also really broke, so I'm going to need this land first. Okay, now we can leave, after seeing those peasants rise up. Okay, so 11 provinces, we're just missing like 7. Easy, no problem. There is instead a different problem, though. Overextension. Right. Didn't think about that much. That's maybe a problem. Yeah, let's just pretend that's not there. Yeah, it's probably for the better. Let's just go ahead and start annexing a couple of subjects. Nothing to worry about. So that's a lot of separatists. But on the bright side, I actually don't know if there's a bright side. At least we don't have to deal with them later. So, by my calculations, these 3 vassals we're integrating are going to give me approximately like 8 provinces, I think. And then I just have to core the rest of this, which, yeah, might be a little harder than I thought. Alright, so, really funny story, actually. If I invade the Livonian Order, I can core this. I can't core this, but I can core this. And that means I'll be able to core these things afterwards. Otherwise, I'll probably have to wait for the next... Okay, the next Diplotech, or I'll have to wait for all these cores to be done, and that's gonna take a while, so yeah, it's a little bit awkward. Livonian Order, yeah, sorry about that. You know, I probably should have thought about that before I invaded Muscovy and stuff. So let me just get this straight. So I conquered the provinces, and they move further somehow. the Earth shifts, and the distance becomes greater. I don't know what to say to this. No words. I don't even know. Okay, hold on. New idea. Let's get those synapses firing. Let's release Beluzero. Now, I'm on the same continent as Beluzero, which means I can core next to them. Oh, beautiful. I should have thought of this earlier. Next, I'm gonna do the same thing, but over here in not Livonia, not that guy. Let's go with Estonia, sure. Okay, I can core this. I can core that. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Alright, at this point, I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't think I care. I've cored, like, everything I took from Sweden and Norway, I think. Norway's on Tech 5, so I'll just assault this as well. At this point, man, I don't even care. I'm taking it. I'm taking everything. One way or another, I'm getting those cores. Alright, what are we at? 103 provinces, cool, and, wait, am I done? I think I'm done. I just have to wait for the cores to finish. Oh my god, finally. Well, it's certainly no speed run, and it's not all that impressive, but Big Blue Blob, it's right around the corner. Oh yeah, let me just, gotta fix this real quick. There we go. Alright, cool. Can I take all this? Is that fine? Yeah, that sort of seems okay. I don't have enough admin to core that though, so maybe not. Should probably mention, this is like the worst way to play any country at all. Like, not stating anything whatsoever, increasing autonomy, having to deal with a bunch of rebels, over 100% overextension. It's pretty hard to get worse than this. I bet you there are some people out there that actually play like this. Like you, John. That's right, I know you think the big name means you're winning. There's some guy watching the video named John, he's probably freaking out right now. And there it is, Big Blue Blob. 16 years left, certainly not a great speed run. I don't know what I was doing most of the time. I should probably plan these runs a little bit better, but I'm just too lazy, so. But for now, that's it. We have a lot of loans, like a lot of loans, so certainly not a great way to play the game. The tech's looking pretty okay though, surprisingly. And now that I think about it, I probably didn't need to take quantity. Yeah, maybe admin would have been a little bit better. Make that coring a bit cheaper. Could state a couple things too. Like, theoretically, if I took admin, then I could probably state about half of the land I took. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed the Big Blue Blob run as France, and, you know, maybe Azur Samé de Lior. Just, don't worry about that. I probably won't continue this run, but, like, you know, I gotta do this achievement at some point, too. Yeah, there's also this one as well. Okay, I don't like this France run, so it would take like 5,000 likes to continue it, okay? There's your deal. 5,000, I'll continue this absolutely trash France run. Alright, this is Quarbit signing off, and as always, have a fantastic day. Big thanks to the patrons this month. All of these people get early access to videos, so if you want early access to videos, all you have to do is check down in the description and subscribe to the Patreon for at least $1, and if you're looking for something else to watch, I'd recommend these videos up on screen.